Hello, friends. Welcome to the world of arm wrestling. Recently, I watched an intriguing video podcast hosted by Behind the Scenes on Core Sports YouTube channel. In this episode, Coach Ray interviewed none other than Brian Shaw with Don Idris, the CEO of Core Sports. Also joining the discussion now, let me share my personal observation. I couldn't help but feel that Brian Shaw might no longer be as interested in arm wrestling as he once was a few months back. Why do I say this? Well. There are several reasons. To provide some context, while I've been deeply following arm wrestling for about only 7 years, I have studied human body language and psychology for almost 3 decades. I can usually sense when someone is disinterested. Did Brian explicitly say he was losing interest or planning to retire after King of the Table 13? No, he did not. But his demeanor during the podcast spoke volumes. His tone lacked the usual enthusiasm. The zing in his voice was noticeably absent. So why might Brian be losing interest? Let us consider a few factors. First and foremost, the prize money. Let's be honest, the financial rewards in arm wrestling don't come close to justifying the extraordinary effort it demands. Think about it, hours upon hours in the gym, relentless table practice, and years of dedication, all to potentially rank among the top 50 or 60 in the world. Even if you are exceptionally talented, the commitment required is similar to mainstream sports like tennis, boxing, baseball, or soccer, but the earnings are far from comparable. Meanwhile, Brian already enjoys significant income from his strongman events, YouTube ventures, and other activities. Secondly, the risk of injury looms large. Most elite arm wrestlers face serious injuries at least twice within a span of 7 to 8 years, often sidelining them for extended periods. He surely knows about the debilitating injuries suffered by Devon, Michael Todd, Gennady, Kurdecha, and many other famous arm wrestlers. For someone like Brian, who relies on his physical capabilities for his strongman performances, YouTube videos, and other strength shows, public displays, and engagements, an arm wrestling injury could be a deal breaker. The potential trade off simply does not seem worth it. Why risk it all for relatively modest rewards? Is he ready to put his body on the line to become an arm wrestler? He must have weighed the pros and cons before deciding to become a serious arm wrestler. Another factor is arm wrestling's limited popularity compared to the other strength sports like strongman competitions and powerlifting. Brian's other ventures not only draw bigger audiences but also provide a broader platform for him to thrive professionally. During the podcast, his words lacked optimism. He mentioned phrases like optimistic and recalled moments like my first table work was with Devon, yet much of his focus seemed to drift back to his strongman competitions. Could this be a subtle indication that he might return back to those events? I genuinely hope I am wrong about this. Brian Shaw's continued involvement in arm wrestling would undoubtedly boost the sport's visibility and popularity, but ultimately, only time will reveal his next move. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated. Bye bye.